Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm driving on my way to the funeral of the AP Gov exam. I'm gonna make a little bit of a video for you guys, for anyone who may be fucking nervous about how the exams are going and how they're gonna continue to fucking progress throughout this nice 2 weeks that the College Board has prepared for us. So, the mindset that I have is vastly different than anyone who I've seen going for it, right? Because either there are people who are nerds and they're very, very nervous about the exam and they fucking spend their entire lives thinking about this, or there are the 0.2 GPA people, the AP people who like got a 5 on the AP vaping exam and what's it called? They just don't care about it whatsoever. They know they're gonna fail and they're just like, okay, go fuck yourself, I'm not gonna try. I'm different. My mindset is different than most of these because I'm a guy who thinks, holy shit, this exam is gonna get shit stomped. It's not even funny. I just see the most beautiful dog. Hello, woofer. There's a dog in my neighborhood. His name is Thor, and he's a small black fluffy dog, and it's very beautiful. So, also I saw the last video where I fucking was double chin maxing, so I like jade rolled a little bit and also shaved, so my jawline doesn't look like a fucking homunculus. Yeah, it does a little bit still. It's fine. Angles, whatever. Basically, this AP Gov exam is gonna be freakishly easy, and it's gonna be super sad, which is why I said I'm going to the funeral of the AP Gov exam. It's not gonna be sad because I'm gonna fail, it's gonna be sad for the exam, because the exam has no chance of succeeding. This mindset comes naturally from the result of a few things. Number one, as I said, like, I pay attention in the class. I'm not a 0.2 GPA fucking vapor, right? Who just, does nothing all year and then the day before the exam is like, ugh. I'm also not one of these fellows who really anxiously and neurotically studies and gives up things like their sleep and their food and their fucking dignity just to succeed on an AP test. So when I'm speeding there over the speed limit, that's the time for you to make the left turn. Good job. Sorry. So, yeah, he was contemplating it, like, should I turn? Yeah, he's speeding at me. Okay, go. Go, now make the left turn. So, basically, this fucking exam, I've been paying attention in the class. It's not a hard class. It's like history, but worse. AP Gov is basically like worse history. It's like less fun history. So, there's nothing I need to be worried about here. There's nothing anyone needs to be worried about here if you've paid attention throughout the years. It's like, Brown v. Board of Education is when desegregation of schools happened. Shaw v. Reno is about redistricting or gerrymandering. It was one of those. 5 incoming. So, how am I going to be preparing for this exam? Because in the afternoon, I'm going to be fucking arm wrestling. I'm going to be fucking practicing AP Calc, which I'm not in the AP Calc, by the way. I'm just fucking retaking the test. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear as much, unless it's funny. So, I'm just retaking the Calc exam because I didn't get a 5 on it last time, and it's like, oh, okay, College Board is making them free this year again. Might as well. I also have my ring over here, from Grimfrost Vegvisir, Wayfinder, like Pathfinder. Very nice, so I'm not gonna get lost, metaphorically. And then I have the Bald Omni-Man Roman bracer. Very, very nice. No, there's a car with the license plate that says Scape GT, like scapegoat. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, they had darkened windows I couldn't see. I'm sorry that you're a scapegoat. It's not nice. So, there's also a spiritual element to this, not like a ritual-y element to this, which is gonna maybe sound a bit cringe, but it helps me, so whatever. Okay, thank you. This is the day of the jump scares for drivers in Los Angeles, California. That's very good. So, the ritualistic element is I listen to Vardruna a lot before either studying or before the exams. Get a little bit of the Livjaberg going in there, get a little bit of the Saldin, and then you have a lot of fun. If you don't know what that is, it's basically Norwegian folk music and like just all over Nordic folk music. Because I like the TV show Vikings, and I think Vikings are cool. Yeah, sure, life was harder back then exponentially. Yeah, sure, they were fucking brutal, whatever, not trying to replicate their lifestyle. I like the funny runes, I like the sound of the language, and I like the songs. So that really helps me because it's like preparing you for a war, metaphorically. Obviously, this isn't a war, this is being in a test with a bunch of other people who like me. Their neck is like fucking 9 inches. circumference. So you're in there with a bunch of other pencil necks who are fucking just like writing or typing in this case. So I'm not obviously I don't take it like it's an actual war, but before that, like, Devin Larratt is another thing. Like Devin Larratt does before. I'm trying to fucking be less of a glazer for Devin Larratt, but still, like, he's inspiring and there are things to be taken from him, definitely. Okay, the auto captions won't pick up on that, so he's inspiring, and what's it called? There are things to take away from him, definitely. Finally said it, enunciated in proper English. So what this fella does before a fight, before an arm wrestle, is he pretends like he's back in war. And that's why he's like, he sets up, and then he goes like, just say go, which sounds like stupid, because it sounds like he's on meth, fucking freaking out. He's a homeless man, doesn't shave, doesn't trim his hair, doesn't shower before the match. But it's cool. It's cool because it's like he's a Wolverine-looking MF. And he's just there, and he's preparing for battle. And we don't really have battles these days, which is, thank God, because there are no respawns in real life. I would get fucking one-tapped. So the fact that this can be kind of my battlefield, this AP test, is really cool. So before that, I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to listen to these songs, and I'm going to caffeinate. Even if you're not going to use caffeine normally, I'm going to use a bunch of caffeine before these exams, because it's fun, because it gets you in like an altered state of mind, like, okay, I'm fucking going in here. I'm fucking getting it done. And I had like a free Psychopharma sample sent out. They did that thing where you just pay for the shipping and then they send you some things for free. I still have a Far Beyond Driven pill and then 1.5 packets of Edge of Insanity. So I'm gonna take the pill before the before the calc exam, and it's just getting demolished. I still have a bit of studying to do before then, definitely, because given that I'm not in the class this year. But for this Gov exam, literally not much is required. Bro, I'm gonna fucking go in there, zero studying. I'm gonna be arm wrestling before. I'm gonna be doing, I may even check into the weight room. I'm gonna be, studying calc, and I'm just gonna be fucking memeing around and not being nervous whatsoever. So, how do you get this? Again, it's not really a quick fix. If you're watching this as a senior, and you don't already resonate with this, it's maybe a little bit too late. But, I mean, it's never too late if you want the thing, but if you want it badly enough to get this mindset and to stop your nervousness before these exams, you definitely can. But this is more for people who aren't seniors, people who are a few years before, because if you build yourself up the years before, this is just natural, right? This is just naturally, of course you're not going to be nervous. And the school systems give such fucking ass advice about this. It really annoys me. I know I said not a lot of swearing, but it really does annoy me, because they have a bunch of these videos that are mandated by the states, because they see like the suicide rate is going like exponentially high, and they're like, oh, maybe we should do something about these children. So then they mandate some videos that are like, do breath work and meditation. Not a single kid in the entire school who doesn't watch external YouTube videos about it knows what that is. They don't explain it. They just say, instead of vaping, consider meditation. Bro. And then they don't explain it whatsoever. Basically, meditation, you're just sitting there in the moment, no fucking scrolling, sitting there in the moment, choosing a thing to focus on, and then once your focus drifts away, you notice that, and then you return your focus back onto it. That's one kind of it. Breathwork is you like alter the way in which you breathe. There are many ways to do it. There's Wim Hof is just fully in, let it go. Again, it looks and sounds autistic when just demonstrating it here, but you know, it works. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, sorry guys for looking cringe. It works. This is what the thing is. So you hyperventilate a bunch, and then you like hold your breath, and you fucking breathe out, and then you hold it again, and then gets you into like a minor state of euphoria, things like that, stuff like that. And there's also Sadhguru. I don't know how legitimate he is, but he's a very nice Indian man with like a long ass hair, long beard. It's like, so he gives very nice old man energy. And he has a meditation where it's like, I am not the body, I am not even the mind. It's like, which is like more, I guess more specialized. Just any of these, anything, honestly, anything that you do, even fucking just read, anything that you can do to be present, increase your presence, your whatever, even expose yourself to like situations like yesterday, last year, sorry, not yesterday, I was on the volleyball team, and before I was on the volleyball team, I was like, how the heck am I ever gonna stand in front of, I caught myself there, how in the heck am I ever gonna stand in front of a court, stand in front of another team, just cowboy boots on the table, fucking, like, hello, I'm here, let's go, and then, like, fight another team. How am I ever gonna do that? It's so scary. But then I did that, and it wasn't that scary. Granted, I was a little bit butt cheeks at the game, at the sport, but I went out there, I confronted it, faced the tiger. That's what Devin Leary does very well. The natural hypertrophy, Richard says, is, basically, he goes, people like this who have this bravery, they go face their fears, face whatever is scary, whatever the scary situation is. And when you do that on a sports team, for instance, then the AP test isn't that scary anymore. Sure, it's mentally, like, maybe it's higher stakes. Some of them are higher stakes. This is, like, negative stakes, because, like, I don't care. I don't care about the government. It's gonna be really, really easy, and then if it's not really, really easy, then it doesn't matter, but it will be, so we don't need to worry about that. Basically, if it's not easy and I fucking, me when I stop in the middle of the intersection. Basically, if it's not easy and I just completely throw it, I just redo the class in college. Who are you honking? Family curse you. Okay, so the stakes in the grand scheme of things aren't that high. There are a bunch of, I'm sure there are a bunch of videos telling you that, like, top 10 ways to not get nervous. Number one, the stakes aren't that high. You wouldn't be like, you wouldn't be caring about it if the stakes weren't high. So obviously the stakes are high for you for whatever reason. But if you build yourself up with this, the meditation and things like that, and facing challenges, that helps the most with nervousness, in my opinion, because you're just like, okay, there's maybe a bit of a knot there. Wow, I just swallowed a fucking massive booger while trying to demonstrate. That's beautiful. It's like a psychosomatic sigh, I think that's what it's called. So you just do that, things like that, and then you have a bunch of fun. And then you don't get nervous anymore. But it's just, that's the mindset you should develop, in my opinion. Because it's a little bit cringe when people are like turbo freaking out about it. I understand if it's high stakes, it's cool. And if you're taking the exam, that's cool. That's you facing your fear. But you don't have to be nervous about it. Like, you got this. You'll win. You were in the class the entire year. Probably. You'll win. Hopefully, yeah, I gave you some good advice and explained how to do this. Went over a bunch of points there, but take what you can from this, please, because it's just a bunch of thoughts going out, but which I think was good. I think it's cool. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna try to end the video again without crashing, because this is in the car. Have a great day.